So this is like so random, but I feel like I have to say it. So there's these two creators that I really enjoy. They're left-leaning creators, of course, and one of them is basically a reformed Republican, which is what I would consider myself because I grew up Republican. And then when I was old enough to, well, I was actually like, I should have been forming my own opinions way younger, but like I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. And I just very much looked at it like a sports team. And then during 2020 is when I was like, okay, like actually it was literally George Floyd. And I was like, enough's enough. Like I see it now. I can't deny it anymore. But having said that, I never voted for Trump. So in case you're wondering what happened in 2016, I did not vote for Trump, but I would still consider myself a Republican. Anyway, so there's these two creators. One of them is a guy and he is a reformed Republican, which like I said, is something I would consider myself. And the other one is a woman and she just was really good at owning Republicans. And what I mean by that is like not in the way as like own the libs where like we'll do stuff against ourselves to get Republicans. Like that's so crazy. That's only like a Republican thing. But she would know what things would live in Republicans' heads rent free. So she would know how to go after those things, which I also think is a quality. It's not a good quality, but it's a quality I possess. And also the Reformed Republican also had that. So I really enjoyed both of them because of this, because I was like, I can relate to what they're saying. They're saying the points that I know these Republicans would struggle to rebut. These are things that are going to live in their heads. I know the things like so many times my husband and I like if a point came up and I was like, you don't understand. Like I know how they're going. Oh, the air conditioner just came on. But I would say like, you don't understand. Like I know how this is going to be rebutted. I know the things that Republicans are going to say. I know their hive mind. I've seen it. I grew up around it. I know the hive mind. So many things that I didn't even know were hive mind ways of thinking. And then my husband would be like, that's just like a talking point on Fox News. And I was like, wow, like I had no idea. I thought that was just like my family's true beliefs. Like I had no idea. So anyway, my whole point is that I really liked these two creators because they seemed to know how to talk to Republicans, know how to like own Republicans, if you will. Since this is a vlog, I might as well say it. That's the door that we put on in the bathroom to go upstairs. My husband took it off my closet. I was like, take it off my closet. I don't need it. So anyway, that's my closet. That's his closet. We had to get this door because of the way it opened. It opened the way that we needed it to open. That one didn't. Otherwise, he definitely would have gave up his closet door. But anyway, I'm trying to go in a room that an air conditioner is not in. I really like both of these creators. And I think this is the huge difference between Republicans and Democrats is that as soon as something turns us off from a creator, a politician, we'll say it, we'll own it. And Republicans aren't like that. They'll just take it to the death. They'll be like, they'll defend anything in the world that they feel like they need to defend to win, to be on the winning team, to own the libs. So anyway, both these creators, first it was the guy who was a reformed Republican. He had this girl on like one of his podcasts. She was a vegan and she was like just saying like, how are you not a vegan? Like you fight for like human rights and like whatever. And then he was just like comparing it to the Holocaust and asking, he became very Republican in that moment. And I was like so turned off. I was like, what? And I'm vegan, obviously. There's no way you can convince me morally that veganism isn't the right way. Like, I don't want to hear about like the bugs that get killed because bugs are getting killed anyway to feed these animals that we're eating anyway. We're exploiting them. You don't have to compare it to the Holocaust. Like, not everything is comparable to the Holocaust. 9/11 was a tragedy, but it doesn't compare to the Holocaust. It's not the same thing, but that doesn't mean it's not a tragedy. So he was just going at her in like really disingenuous ways that like really bothered me. And I said to my husband, I was like, oh, did you see so-and-so? It was like, he had like a vegan on and he was just going after her like in like disingenuous ways and like just like talking over her and just really gaslighting her. And she was making like super valid points and he was just like being belligerent. And I said to my husband, I was like, you know, he's like a reformed Republican. He used to be Republican. So I think he's also very young. And I was like, I think he has a lot to learn. I think this is just stuff that's in him and he hasn't unlearned this yet, this belief on animals and then comparing it to the Holocaust and just being disingenuous. He hasn't unlearned that yet. And then like less than 24 hours later, the other person that we like, the woman that we both like, who I don't think was ever a Republican, but she gives those like, she knows how to talk to Republicans. She knows how to like do that. she did a whole thing on how like she doesn't like oat milk, and she started talking about like cashew farms and how as if vegans only eat cashews. Literally, cashew farming is really bad. It like destroys the farmer's fingers. My husband actually brought it to my attention, and we were like, we'll never eat cashews again. And we did eat a lot of cashews. We would like buy a thing of cashews, and we're like, we'll never do that again. And even though it's consent because they're choosing these jobs and maybe there aren't any other jobs for them, so in that way, but still we want to do things that are ethically sourced, things that people or animals aren't being harmed in the process of. And so like, for example, we stopped eating cashews, but she basically formed her whole argument that is okay, she eats meat because cashew farms are bad. And it's like, this is also so disingenuous. And then me and my husband were like, what is going on with these left-leaning creators? Like, I don't know what's going on. Are they being paid to like start carnivore stuff? Are they going to like do the carnivore thing? Are they going to jump on this? And then I was like thinking about it, and I was like, it's possible they're being paid by the meat industry, and they're influencers, so they'll take it and they'll run with it. And that probably doesn't seem like too big of a jump for them because like they're eating meat, and a lot of people who are liberals still eat meat because they just like the taste of it. I like the taste of it too, but I just choose not to eat it. And so does my husband. So I was like, maybe they're being like paid for this. Like, cause I don't understand how both their content within like 24 to 48 hours of each other just started going after vegans. It was very weird. And they're both like, this is why I wouldn't go vegan, cause of you. And like yelling at like specific people who are vegans and saying that that's why they exploit animals because this person is annoying. It just seemed very Republican, very weird. And then I said to my husband, I was like, when people are scared, you see a different side of them. When people are scared, you start seeing a side of people where this could be something where we know what's happening to America if you're paying attention and you're not just like voting in your worst interest and you aren't in a cult. You can see what's happening. And a lot of people think that they'll be safe if they're on the side of the oppressor. And historically, that's just not true. They'll turn on you. It'll be your turn soon. If not now, it will be soon. And I think what happens is a lot of people act in fear. And so I was like, how long? It's kind of like Jojo Siwa. How long until this person is on the other side and links themselves to the other side to be like, I'm not like them. I'm distancing myself from the libs. Don't come after me. How long until these two influencers do that? I don't know, but that's the vibe I'm getting. Even like the Jojo Siwa, where she's like saying that she was forced to say she's a lesbian. And it's like, that's completely absurd because nobody can force me to do sexual acts on another woman when I have free will. You can just be bisexual. That's fine too. You don't have to pretend like the LGBTQ plus community forced you to do something that you did against your free will. Like, that's so fake. It's the fakest thing I've ever heard in my life. And if anybody forces anything, it would be Catholicism and religion that forces people to be straight, because how many of them yell and scream that they're straight and then they're going on Grindr and they're having their time. So if anything, it's society standards based on religion that forces us to do things, but never the other. Like, that's just so absurd. And so I feel like maybe people are living in fear right now, and fear really shows your true colors. Like, how easy would it be for me to just be like, I'm a Republican. I'm fine. I'm white. I'll be fine. That's the easy way. But it's these times that you see people's true character. And this is random, but I was talking to people who have immigrated here at some point on their journey. And I was talking to them and I was feeling like they were being racist against their own kind. And I was like confused by it. And then again, I came home and I was talking to my husband about it. And I was like, they're scared and they're separating. It's like Latinos for Trump. They're trying to separate themselves from this because they're like, it's not me, it's not me. And I had said to my husband, I was like, I don't know how we would feel if this administration was going after Italian immigrants. Would we be like, yeah, but we're not the bad ones. Like, we're not immigrants. I was born here. My husband was born here. My parents were born here. We have immigrated here in our generationally, but like not recent. But would we be like, oh no, that's not us though. No, that's not me. I'm not like that. I'm not those kind of Italians. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like fear just really brings out people's true colors, and sometimes those colors you just don't want to see, and sometimes it's the worst of us. So we're gonna color my hair. My husband's gonna do the back, I'm gonna do the front. I'll show you guys what it looks like now. I want it to be super blonde. I'm gonna put in a picture over here so you guys can see the inspo. And yeah, so I'm gonna do the front. I'm gonna show him how we're gonna do the back. So I haven't mixed anything yet. I use 20 volume. We could probably use 10, but I'm gonna use 20 because I really want it blonde. And I'm just gonna pour it. You can pour this however you want. You can measure it. I like to pour it to just like a nice creamy consistency. I've never used this, but I was on the Sally's website when I bought it, and it is an absolute perfection booster. I don't know if this is available to everybody to buy or if it's only something that's available to like professionals, but you mix it in the hair thing, but you just get your color to what you want it to be. So you mix it to like whatever you want it to be. And then you add in the ion color thing. Well, at least that's what I saw. That's what you do. And it's supposed to protect your hair like an Olaplex or a Zarin like I used to use. It was pretty cheap. I mean, it's very small, but it was pretty cheap. So that's the consistency that I like to use. Mix 1 vial to 1.5. All right, I didn't measure, so this does say that if you're coloring the hair, you could just leave it at whatever the volume says to do. So like probably 20 volume if you're using permanent color. But if you're using bleach to up your lightener, and I am using bleach, so that's another reason why we're using 20 instead of 10. Oh wow, sorry babe. I'm not gonna use the whole thing just in case we need to make more. Make my own rules. Would you feel more comfortable with the smaller brush or a bigger brush?
Probably the smaller one.
Smaller one. Okay. This is basically what we're going to do. Do you want me to do it explaining it to you? Okay. So you're going to section the hair, but you're going to start from the back.
Are you putting like a hair clip or something to keep your hair up?
Yeah, I have a hair clip over there. I have a hair clip somewhere else too. You're going to take a section. This is the first one we're going to do, and I want it close, like I want it colored. So just take a thin section. I want my front to not be too chunky. So I'm gonna do this. You don't have to do this. You could just take this strip that you just took out and use it. Does that make sense to you? Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna take a foil. Use the back of the brush to put it there, like that. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go far up. You don't have to go that far up. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
So it's right in your face.
Yeah, this is just how it is when you do it in the front. Okay, so let me do one more and I'll show you how to just do it.
The end is like not perfect?
Yeah, this is okay because it has color on it already. You know, like that's already a light piece. And it'll get some color on it when it goes in there, but you can definitely saturate the whole thing. I appreciate that. Okay, so this is more like what you're gonna do probably. Am I stressing you at all?
No. I'm just stressed by having to do this.
So there's like hair in between there.
But like a thin mount?
Yeah. You can even leave more hair in between there. And you're just doing a slice like that. And then try to make it so that it's not such a harsh line there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how do you do that?
So yeah, you could try to fade it.
It just don't make it thick on the end?
Yeah, just gotta do that. You know?
Sense, yeah.
And definitely go down, like this piece didn't have anything on it. And you can get like the back of it like that. Okay. Don't be afraid to like saturate it.
Okay.
You want to saturate each piece, and then you just gotta close it all the way. So you want to fold it like this first because you don't want that bottom to hit up here and make a weird line. And then you're gonna fold it again, and then you always want to fold the ends because bleach has to stay. Yeah, exactly. Take your time. This is not a rush. And I'll separate this for you. So I'll just take this chunk out of the way first.
I'm starting from the bottom and going up, or starting from here and going down.
You know, you could start from here and go down. Is that easier for you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, because how do I keep all this out of the way when I
Well,
work?
I was gonna say you would just do this, start here, and put this in a different clip.
Okay, I could do that then.
Yeah, I think that might be
Where's your
easier.
clip?
It's right here.
And what about these side ones, the back here? Just doing like the back here hairs?
This can come here, and this can come here.
All right. And like this is like, look in the thing. Can you see this? If you look in the phone.
It's hard for me to look that way.
Just look right there.
Yeah.
This much hair, turn slightly. That much hair. Is this like how you did it 2 sections? That's it?
This should be like maybe 3 sections. And if you need to, like just now I did this and I realized some of the hair's up there.
Make the lines better?
Yeah, you can make the lines better. But this might be like, no, 2 sections. You're right. Probably 2 sections.
Like a section with, a section without, another section with?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the start from the bottom has material in it.
Start from the bottom.
Like the first thing I'm doing is with it. The first strip that I'm doing is
with... I would leave a little, you know how I left like a little tiny bit out over here? Only because it's on the hairline. So just do like a little thin slice that leaves it out, and then you can just go in. Do you need me to move? I can move up, and like we don't have to worry about it being in camera.
And how do I keep this like up while I'm working on it like this?
Reclip it. Don't be afraid of the clips. Do whatever you gotta do. You could take the clip out. You could do it. That's your section, so I'm not gonna be over there.
Okay.
So do whatever you're comfortable doing.
Yeah, you should. I need that a little bit down, I guess. It's like so hard.
What are you struggling with?
Working with hair. Like hair just does what it wants. To get it to go where you want it, or to think that you're doing the right thing. It's like it just flops around.
Doesn't have to be perfect. Just shove the foil right underneath it. Paint right on it.
Okay, first one down.
Woohoo!
I gotta remove my hands and everything.
Do you want gloves?
No. Just gotta figure this out.
It's a little easier when you have a comb.
I'm sure. And like this much that's not colored. Yeah, doing the same as you, kind of.
Yep. Sometimes,
You need like a third hand.
well, yeah.
Like you move the hair, you move the thing, and then how do you get the foil in underneath next?
As soon as you get the lightener on the foil will stay. And you can manipulate it easy.
Yeah. Should I keep going in like rows, or do I start splitting it amongst like multiple chunks?
Yeah, you could split it.
Like it's almost like 2 per row now, you know?
Mm-hmm. So I was gonna say, if we did the whole head one color,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't have like that contrast. So the contrast is what's gonna make the light lighter, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, it just gets all over my hands.
Am I not standing in a good spot for you?
I don't know what it is. I think it's just a lot of me not knowing what I'm doing. Let me try here.
Oh, the lighting's better.
Yeah, because that sun was brutal from the outside.
Yeah.
Like it's so
Right.
it's not easy for me to do. Like to judge how much hair to put down, how much to work with, how much to leave between. It's a lot.
I just want you to follow your heart. Because I don't caw. We want it to be like chunky, you know?
Mm-hmm. I gotta imagine a comb would need to heat here.
Yeah, it would, but then you'd have to hold it in your hand, like, that also takes a level of skill, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. What happens when the hair's long enough oil is folded in on itself?
Yeah. I have very fine hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I like realized how fine it was. Did I do okay?
What's that, not moving?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. So it's just so hard for me to do this. I think one takeaway is this is an extremely difficult career. Like to do this on somebody else is extremely stressful. But practice and experience, right, help?
Mm-hmm.
Shower curtains all over my face with this chaos.
Sorry, do you want to move forward?
Maybe that'll be helpful.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I feel like you're done.
Great.
Can you just take out that clip? I'm going to just do like 1 or 2 pieces up here at the crown, and then I think we're done.
Well, there's a whole row that I didn't get here.
Where?
All this stuff you just let down, right?
Yeah, so
Like
I think
this.
I'm gonna do like a bunch of this right now myself,
Okay.
and
then
I
what
think
about this?
will cover this.
I mean, this is like 3 inches of just no color happening.
Okay.
I think there should definitely be another row in here.
Okay, so then take the longest. Does this cover this? We're gonna cheat it a little bit. Okay.
That does not cover it to where I'm
So
at.
then start doing from the top of this.
Down.
Yeah, and just do like 1 or 2 just to cover, just to get to the end. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Why is
Just so
that?
at the ends. Because like I said, I want some of the dark as a contrast.
Okay.
And
But you don't want like just a chunk that's like dark like this over everything.
no, so that's why I want you to do a light chunk over it. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
I think so.
You could probably split this into like 2, like 1 here, 1 here.
Okay.
Or whatever you're comfortable with. Just try to get like this whole crown area. Whatever the hell it's called. You want to move up?
Yes, please.
Oh, it just made me think, could you just put that in your mouth? I had to look up and see which ones were gluten-free.
No way.
Yep. The one I was going to get for sensitive skin had wheat in it.
Wow. Sorry, don't move. This is like sliding around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough material for me to grab. Oh, you're moving it. There's like nothing left in here.
We can put more in there.
Did you know I was going to put it in my mouth? Is that why? Or just because I'm
No, I didn't even want your hands touching it.
Alright, just like totally moved in a second here. Like it's so nuts how to even like work with hair. It's such a different thing to do in life.
I think once you get the hang of it, it's easy.
Probably. Like it's all just like floating in the air. Like there's nothing that like there's not like a canvas to work on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What if like the underneath hairs are like not covered in stuff properly?
It's okay. That happens. You want me to mix more?
Oh, just wait 1 second. Don't move, please.
I think we need it because there's
Okay.
some more I want to do. Sorry. You're doing great, baby. You're doing really fast too.
Extremely stressful when I'm sweating, but that's
I'm
cool.
so sorry.
This little sweaty brow. I think the only saving grace is you want it chunky because it's chunky.
Yeah.
One thing I can say. It's gonna be chunky.
I also have curly hair, so like you don't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just know what it could look like if there's like a very obvious chunk in someone's hair. Like I know that I don't want to just create like a chunk right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Especially like the hair I just put in this last foil.
Mm-hmm.
It was very like thick amount of hair that I put in there,
Yeah.
which is not what I just did before, and the underside of it wasn't getting like what I was painting on. So like just in that, whatever happens in there, that's gonna be like differentiating color.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you're doing someone's whole head or you're doing a whole thing, like you'd have to be very thin with it, paint it on nicely. Like that alone, I know like isn't gonna. Just in there, there's a chunk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I love that you're like caring so much. I just want you to know like I'm okay with whatever it looks like. I know that sounds crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything can be fixed. Okay. Wow, we're doing this pretty quick.
2 peeps.
2 peeps.
I think it's also hard to put the foil in. That's very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Putting the foil like up underneath, like in there. Because your hair moves, your head moves, and I think probably because you're doing the front at the same time, you're moving a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
It's really like tough.
Try when like you're talking, when people are talking in your chair and they're like animated and you're like trying to follow them around.
Okay, you need to sit still, please.
Okay, can you just stop for 1 second?
Shut it off.
Shut your mouth.
Right. If you could not turn, if you could turn this way, yeah. And then I will grab this piece. I think that's it.
Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm just taking all the ends and I'm just painting it right as a chunk on here. Did it on this side?
Okay.
So
What do you
that's
want me
the
to do?
ends. If you don't mind, you could do that in the back.
Okay.
But like literally just taking the chunk. Just putting this under here and then just painting right on it. Doesn't have to go all the way up.
So that's all the hairs that we left out you're doing?
Yeah.
And how far up was that? Like a couple inches?
Yeah, you don't even have to like just have it meet like the foils that are down there. Does that make sense?
Okay, so like this much hair? Like this?
Yeah.
Like up to that point? Up to that
Where?
point? Like I'd go up to here?
Yeah. Yep. Can we do this side and you can do that side? We'll be done?
These little chunks here?
Yeah. And all this goes on to the one side.
You want to take this piece too? We're just doing one piece each?
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take the rest of this.
This is it, babe. Your nightmare's over.
Whew.
Don't tell me nothing.
Here's not move. Get that two hands for a second.
See how it's doing. Ooh,
Oh, what? What are you putting it back on just to keep it there?
On the one that's like super yellow. And I am gonna tone it, so we're good.
Woo! Would I get a career in that? No. Could I now? Yes.
So this is what it looks like, and I'm going to jump in the shower. I don't think that they're all exactly like this. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I don't know what the back looks like yet. And I didn't tone it. So let's see what my husband thinks. Babe, you want to come see my hair?
Yeah. Is it ready?
Yeah, I'm recording just so you know.
That's great.
Is it too blonde?
No.
Should I tone it?
What does toning it do?
I could change the color. Like I could take out like a little bit of yellow.
I think it's good.
Take out a little orange if you see it, or unless you think it looks good.
I mean, more of the orangey stuff is back here. This color looks bomb.
Is it orange? Or is it just like...
Brown,
Okay.
blonde.
Does it look crazy when it's
No,
done?
that looks great.
Do you like it better than it was?
Yeah.
It's I think it's better, right?
Like a snack.
Do you think it's too light?
No.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I love you. Hello, it's the next day. I have not toned it, and I did not lose my curl, but it is definitely more frizzy. You could see it. So I'm going to be doing a lot of treatments in my hair, and I will have a whole thing on maintenance. But I honestly feel like this is my dream hair. Like, I have been saying I wanted this hair for so long, and I didn't have the products at home. And I also feel like I didn't have the tan for it. And like, we're still pretty early in summer, so I'll only get more tan, and I'm pretty excited about that. So this is what it looks like. Again, not toned. I didn't lose my curl. The back maybe is more questionable. I'll show you guys. But like, how does it compare to that inspo pic? I feel like if I tone it, it'll be better, but I also feel like I'm gonna be in the pool like every day, and besides the fact that toning it is good to like protect my hair, like you want to close down that cuticle, but like last night when I showered and washed everything out, I did a cold rinse, which also closes your cuticle. But I also feel like it's just gonna come right out anyway, because it's the summertime, the sun, the pool, etc. So I just feel like, what's the point? I don't really feel like doing it. And like I said, I'm going to do a lot of treatments, so we'll have follow-up videos talking about it, but let me know what you guys think. I am super excited to do my makeup and see how this looks with like my makeup done.